Hi everyone, welcome back to another Cut Above with Chris. Quite an exciting shave for me. Quite an exciting shave for me today. I'm going to be using Lather Bros Devils on the Field, which is an exclusive for myself. Very kindly created and sent over from Andre and Stephanie from Lather Bros. And the scent on this is quite sweet. The instant scent I get is grass, and the whole theme of this soap was basically walking out onto the field from the tunnel basically, and I think he's pretty much nailed it. It smells great, very similar to Petrichor from Barrister Man, but it is a lot sweeter. It's a lot, I can't really describe, it's like a sweeter grass. Now there is almost a hint of sort of fruit in there somewhere, and obviously the scent of the dirt as well. Yeah, look, it's not going to be a scent for everyone. I enjoy that scent, I think it's great, it brings back so many memories, and I was really chuffed to find out that Andre himself, I'm not sure about Stephanie, but Andre himself is a big Man United man, which is brilliant. I think that's great that I've got something in common with someone that makes a product which I really enjoy using. So I'm looking forward to this. Now this tub is the older style tub, or maybe it's not an older style tub, maybe this is the one they always still will be using. It's 4 ounces in here, but it is one of those sort of false bottom tubs, so if you don't like that, it's a bit, it can play on your mind a bit, that you think you're getting less soap, but you're not. There's 4 ounces in here, I've weighed it. So it's a 4 ounce tub of soap, and let's get stuck in. So the brush today has been soaking, and what other brush could I use with this than my Leo Frilot Custom Manchester United, which looks absolutely sensational. The Maggard knot, as you can see, the tips are already starting to sort of just gel a little bit. Now there is some split ends on these, but this is super soft. I shall be back to commence the shave. Hi everyone, welcome back to another Cut Above with Chris. You've probably seen my unboxing if you've watched the channel, that is. If not, this is the first time you've watched the channel. I'll be using a new razor which I unboxed earlier. Now I'm going to be using a soap and balm today, which blew me away when I got it. I'm really excited about this whole shave, if I'm honest. But this soap came from Lather Bros, based out of Florida in the USA, and this one was actually made for my channel. I was absolutely blown away. Now everything from Lather Bros other than a hand soap and one set of soaps and balms I've actually purchased, and you know, my reviews are honest. If I try something I don't like it, if I get a reaction or something happens with it, you get what you get with it. I'm not going to bullshit people out there and say, oh, this is the best scent ever and it smells like shit, or it's the best soap base ever and it's really terrible. So I'm not going to do that, based on the fact that I don't want the backlash of basically blindly lying to you folks out there. So I don't get paid for my reviews, I don't get paid for anything from these companies, and the scent on this is absolutely beautiful. It smells like sweet grass, a bit of sort of nice light sweet dirt as well, and then there's just a sort of fruity top end to it. It smells sensational, and it's the sort of scents I like. They bring back memories. They bring back memories of me actually playing football when I was a kid, and still playing it to this day. I don't play on the grass anymore, I play indoors, but it still brings back memories when I smell things like that, and that's part of the wonder and joy of traditional wet shaving for me personally. It's brought back so many memories, childhood memories, memories of family members that have passed on and things like that. It really has opened my eyes to what a scent can do for you. And sometimes you get a little bit monotonous and you smell the same things every day, you pick the same air freshener for your car, the same, and it's just the same old shit. But when I smell some of these soaps, this being one of them, it really opens up your mind, and you actually remember things that you probably would never have remembered again if you hadn't smelled something similar. So thank you very much to Andre and Stephanie over there at Lather Bros for doing this. It's a one of one soap. There is no other soap like this in the world. They're not going to be producing it. I'm just blown away by the generosity, and I'm really looking forward to using it. Hopefully I don't get a reaction to it, but if I do, I'm pretty sure it's a pineapple puree. It wasn't a bad reaction that I got yesterday from the Lather Bros Arctic Jungle, but there was a slight reaction there all the same. Not enough to stop me from shaving. It probably speeds up my shaving a little bit because of that very light tingle. You don't want it to get worse, but it didn't get to a point of, oh, I need to get this soap off. Once I washed the soap off in the end, the tingle went away straight away, the actual irritation that came with it. So just filling the sink up with some cold water. And there we go. So the brush for today, which is soaking in my very honest mug, is my Manchester United Leo Frilot Custom. I can't remember what the actual name of these casts are, so it's 3 separate colours, obviously black, white and whatever this one was called, and Leo Frilot actually joins them all together with a rod through the middle. So beautifully made brush, beautifully glossy, there's no tooling marks or anything on it, it just looks outstanding. And you can see the Manchester United badge on the bottom, and it had a game changer knot in here that was set far too low, and as you can see it's no longer a game changer. It's a 24mm Maggard 2-band finest, which is an absolutely stunning knot in my opinion. I was really blown away when I used it over the Christmas period. So here we go, straight into my first ever channel soap, and I just love it. Andre over at Lather Bros is actually a big Manchester United man himself, so it's really nice that you have this connection with someone on the other side of the world through the same hobby that loves the same team. It is amazing. God, I can smell this already. The scent strength on this is excellent. It's around about a sort of 5 or a 6 out the tub, and it's getting stronger as I'm putting a bit of water on it and actually building a load into the brush, as you can see. Now I've got no idea how much I'll have to build into this, but I will overload it. I always overload these days. I just need to hope that whenever I run out of this soap that there's still around to make me another one. I'll fill it back up again. I suppose worst case scenario I could pick a soap that's similar scented, but that wouldn't be the same. But I'll certainly be keeping this tub for as long as I'm alive anyway. And what my plan is with this soap is basically to use it on the day that Manchester United are playing. That's my sort of, hopefully my lucky soap. So that's me loaded up. I'm not going to load any more than that. I don't think it needs any more than that. That's chockers full of load. Let's wet the face. So I actually shot away earlier on, shaved my wife's legs and had a bit of lunch. So I've actually come back after doing all that to sort of start the shave. So let's just scoop all the excess off the top of the soap. Now, if I do get a reaction here with this soap, what I'm going to do is possibly rest my skin for a few days, because I've had a bit of a reaction ever since I used Oleo Soapworks Frankie and Myrna, and it surprised me that I didn't get a reaction when I used Smoke in the Water from Oleo Soapworks. Oh, this scent smells great. Definitely, it's quite a sweet scent. It's actually it's very pleasant. I would imagine there'd be people out there that don't like dirty, earthy, grassy scents that would actually quite like this, because it's got a very sweet undertone to it. It's lovely. I actually prefer this scent over Petrichor from Barrister and Man. And fingers crossed, if I don't get a reaction, that is, I'll be able to use it quite often. The one thing I've noticed that's different in this soap base compared to my other Lather Bros soaps is that they use pineapple puree in this one, and in my other soaps, Flora Colossus and Life's a Beach, I'm sure it's mango puree. The knot in this brush, 24mm Maggard 2-band, is absolutely sensational. It's got amazing backbone, phenomenal scrub. And as you can see, it builds an amazing lather. Now, part of this has to go to the soap maker as well, because the soap is sensational. The actual base of the soap. Obviously, if I react to this one, this soap base won't be sensational, but I'm pretty sure it could be the pineapple. The reason I say that is I love pineapple. It's probably my favourite fruit. but I can't eat a lot of it because it burns my mouth really badly to the point that it's almost unbearable. So I can't eat a lot of it. I'm actually getting lather everywhere, which doesn't surprise me. Well, so far, I know this is just the first lather. Holy shit, it's going freaking everywhere. I'm not feeling anything so far, but I didn't feel anything the first pass before. So, there we go. The razor for today. It's a Gillette Rocket HD500, number 59, which has just been recently replated in rhodium by Matt Pisarcik and his team over at Razor Emporium in Phoenix, and it looks simply stunning. So let's see how we go. Brand new Gillette Nasset blade. I've missed this little razor because it was one of my sort of go-tos. I used to enjoy using it. And it feels brilliant. It actually feels slightly more aggressive than it used to, I think. So obviously the revamp service from the guys at Razor Emporium, it's not just about replating the razor and everything, it's about stripping it down and building it back up to the same as it was the day it was sold or made, or in some cases it might even be better. But the blade gap on it is absolutely spot on. It holds the blade perfect, it opens up great. It looks incredible. Right, so same as yesterday, first pass, superb. Just wet the face. And straight away, there's no tingle, which is good. But there's loads of slickness, absolutely loads of it. It's a really good soap. Just want to show you this brush again, look at that. Now, it's the only natural hair brush in my opinion that I can even get any. I've got a weeper there already. It's more aggressive than I thought. So there we go. Now this is where I'll find out whether I'm going to get a reaction. So in this first few seconds. Across the grain. Just cut myself a beauty, I think. I felt it. Just trying to figure out what it was. Do you know what it is? I'm remembering this razor being really mild. And it still is a very mild razor, but it feels a lot better, it feels a lot crisper on my skin. Now, reaction wise, I don't think I'm having one, I'm not sure. It feels like I've overshaved a little bit, but it doesn't feel like a reaction to the soap, and it could just be that I'm using this razor again for the first time in ages. It's been a good 2 or 3 months since I used it. The residual slickness is just off the charts. That's as good as anything out there. You see that? That's the first cut I've had in a long time. Long time. Got a weeper on there as well, which isn't holding up. Right, lather number 3. Definitely a better feeling on my skin than yesterday, but I can still feel something. I'm not sure it's not quite as bad. I would say it's really a reaction, but I can feel something, but it could just be I might have actually pushed a little bit hard with the razor today, thinking it's so mild. Now this is a very mild razor, but it feels way better. It feels much more aggressive than what it was before. What a shade. And yeah, definitely, I don't think I'll have a reaction to the soap, which is great. I'm really happy with that. That's a really close shave. Yeah, whatever Matt and the boys did over at Razor Emporium, they've really upped the ante on this razor. It's mild enough for an everyday shave, but it's efficient enough now that I could use that on 2 or 3 days growth quite comfortably. It'd be interesting to try it on a head shave now. see what it feels like, because I did struggle with it in a head shave before, so it was too mild. I'm just going to let these bleed out a little bit while it's drying in, and what I'll do is I'll just rinse the soap out, just so that I can hit them with a styptic before I put the balm on. The scent on this soap, I love it. Right. So here's something that doesn't normally come out very often, styptic pencil, or styptic piece of a pencil. Wet my face, just going to dab it. And just rub that in the same areas. Whee, it's a bit tender. Whew. I'm rubbing this all over and I'm only feeling it exactly where the weepers are. So I've obviously had a nice shave, because I'm not getting any irritation or burn anywhere else. Rinse that off. Just give it a quick pad dry. Something, I've had alum block in my mouth before and it's not pleasant. I've never had styptic in my mouth before until right then. Fucking Jesus. That was a rank rotten. Right, so there we go. That feels incredible. My skin feels lovely after that soap. It does give one of the best post shave feels in my opinion, just from the soap itself. I could walk out the door very happily with that, and I've been done and dusted. Happy man. I'm just rinsing this brush out now, and I'm sure now from watching this, if you had any inclination to buy a Maggard 2-band knot, especially the 24mm, personally I don't think you need to go any bigger than that for a face shave anyway, maybe head shave, but this thing lathers as good as, it really does, as good as any synthetic I've got. It's the only natural hair brush I've used that does that, so that says a lot for it. Right, how are we feeling? See, I'm really happy I haven't had a I don't think I've had the reaction. If I did, it was extremely mild. I could feel something, but the thing is, your mind can play tricks on you as well. I'm just wiping this mirror down because it's covered in water. So, finishing off now with the Devils on the Field aftershave balm. Water, aloe vera, witch hazel, stearic acid, emulsifying wax, sweet almond oil, avocado oil, shea butter, menthol. This stuff is phenomenal with the menthol. Vitamin E, phenoxyethanol, essential oil and fragrance. 2.5 ounces. Now, I'm looking forward to this. I really am. That smells phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. It's got that same scent from the Devils on the Field soap, but the menthol just makes it so much better in my opinion. It's not a super strong grassy scent, so you could put this on and get away with it, because of the menthol and the sweetness from whatever that sweetness is that's in this scent. Really, make it a scent you can actually wear and walk out the door without smelling like a big tree or a patch of grass or like someone just covered you in dirt. So, but this is the bit I love, because right now I went through that sort of warning where it feels like the menthol's almost like a burning feeling where it gets hot, and then here it just starts coming, and it just gets really, it gets to the point where you think it's going to be too cold and it just doesn't get it. It gets to that point and it sits there for probably 10-15 minutes when I walk off camera and I'm cleaning up, and it's there for a good 10-15 minutes and it just starts to die down. The moisture absorbs into your skin and it just feels incredible. So right now, in fact it's pretty much absorbed already, but right now you can still feel that sort of, where it's just a little bit moisturising on the top, a little bit of residue, whatever you want to call it, just on the top of your skin. But in 10-15 minutes that's gone and your skin feels silky smooth like it does with any other top quality balm that you use. Really, really impressed. But there's not much more I can say, guys. Devil's on the Field, an exclusive for the channel, an exclusive for me, the only person in the world with this soap. I love the scent, I really love the scent. It really reminds me of playing football, being out there on the pitch. It's just beautiful how they get these scents into these soaps. It really is amazing. Oh, even the brush smells like it now. Leo Frio custom with a 2-band Maggard finest knot in there, as you can see there. Beautiful, beautiful artisan brush, and this knot, I cannot say it enough. It's the best knot I've used. The best natural hair knot I've used. That feel on my fingers is just outstanding. It feels as good, if not better, than most of my synthetics, which feel great. So if you're going from a synthetic brush and you want to try natural hair brushes, this for me is absolutely perfect. Don't go out and spend $100 on a declaration knot, don't go out and spend $100 on a theta knot or anything like that. Buy one of these, give it a go. At least if you don't like it, you can chuck it in the bin, or you can give it to someone, you can piff it, you can sell it, whatever you want, but you're not going to be out of pocket much. And I can assure you, you're going to get an excellent quality knot. You really are. I mean, that is so dense. It's just a beautiful knot. 24mm, but to be brutally honest with you, it doesn't feel much different than my 28mm 3-band Blonde Badger from Morrison Fordham. It really doesn't. And you're talking $100 for a knot, as opposed to sort of $20 for a knot. So it's massive, massive value for money. The razor for today was the Gillette Rocket HD500 number 59, and as you can see it's a twist open, so I'll just show you it twice. So that's your twist open knob at the bottom, you'll see that going up as I'm twisting it, and then from the doors, and it just works beautifully, it really does. And you can see inside, the chrome on the inside, the rhodium plating is just off the charts, beautiful. It is absolutely stunning, and I'm just blown away by it. And do you know something, it really, having the razor look like this now gives you a real appreciation for what they look like. And this one was in good condition, so some of you guys out there that have got maybe heirlooms from your family, it's catch-22. Do you restore it to its former glory, or do you keep it as is because that's the way it was after you got it from your family or wherever you got it from? But in my opinion, that is the way to go, definitely. It'll last another generation like that, whereas it might not if you leave it in the condition it's in. So it's not cheap. You can go out and buy really nice razors for $132.50 in American money, but that's beautiful. Really, really impressed with it, and I'm sure Matt Bazarsic when he actually seen it. And just for you guys out there, this was actually done twice. So he did it once. He actually sent his razors away to get them plated. It came back and he wasn't happy, so he sent it back again. And that for me is just excellent customer service. It took a bit longer for it to get to me, but once it got here, just blew me away. It really did. I finished off today with Devil's on the Field Aftershave Balm, and in my opinion one of the best balms out there. There it is. There's that silky smell. I've still got the menthol, still feel it. It's not as strong now, but I still feel it. But that feeling is just sensational. I love it. I love the soaps, I love the balms, and that was before I had any of this stuff sent to me. I purchased Flora Colossus, and I absolutely love that as well. So really top-notch stuff, worth a try, and they're not expensive. $12.99 American for the soap. I think the balms are $7.99 and the splashes are $16.99. So, and the splashes are full of good skin foods as well. They're not just water, alcohol and fragrance. There's a lot of good skin foods in the splashes as well, and they're a lot stronger from what I'm told than the soap and the balms. So get on board, guys, and give them a go. Even if you see them on a buy-sell trade, which, to be honest with you, I very rarely see them on buy-sell trade. Maybe Flora Colossus, because it is quite a floral pear scent, and might not be for everyone. I love it, but might not be for everyone. But you don't see a lot of Lather Bros up for sale, in my opinion. So it's obviously a soap that people get and enjoy, and don't pass on or sell on. So on that note, I'm going to leave you guys to it. I will probably most likely be back again for a shave tomorrow, because I've really enjoyed that and I'm enjoying the products. I've also got a new soap in the den which I'm desperate to use, but I think I might leave it a little bit because I think I've got something else coming as way of a sort of piff and a thank you at the same time from a gentleman over in Canada. So we shall see where that goes. Stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive. Have a wonderful shave, a wonderful day and a wonderful start to the week, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.